right, man. Sincerely Fitted, Ill Donuts Radio. We still in the we're in the barbershop. Actually, we're not even in the studio this time, man. One time for my homie King J. Y'all, he was on a previous episode. He let us come trap out his barbershop, so we getting it in. But the one thing I always want to know about people that I interact with are like who are those people that influence you to become who you are or help develop who you become today?
No question. I mean, my first vision, and it's crazy. He was a vision, and at the time, and I wasn't even thinking about getting into music, and I was Puff. Just being a shorty from New York City, from uptown, and you seeing how he came into business, how he moved, it's like he came in and did it his way from jump, just with a swagger and an attitude all his own. So that was the first person where I was like, wow, like this dude. Secondly would be Jeff Robinson, the guys that started my career, that Alicia was signed to, and now her was signed to. They took a kid at an equity firm that really wasn't thinking about music, and put me in a room. Not like he taught me, he kind of put me in a room and said, figure it out.
Okay.
But I was able to do that. But he gave me the opportunity, and he put me right in the fire. It was not like, no, well, let me hold your hand. No, you figure this out. He had me in a room with a lot of these big time executives, and I can't thank him enough for that because it broke me in, even when I wasn't ready. So I would say him, Ken Wilson, who was at J Records at the time. He was the first big time executive to take a liking to me and to notice the talent that I had and to give me confidence. David Lawrence and Sean Pecos, those who round out as far as the guy, and Shakir Stewart, rest in peace, that influenced me. I try to take a piece from all of those guys and add to my own and move forward. Those are the guys that I would say really, really influenced me.
All right, so what about your mom? Because I personally know you a little bit. Mom's is a fly OG. So how was her upbringing? How did it affect you and what you do today?
My mother was my best friend till this day, and she had a lot of friends that were working in the music industry. Not that I cared or really knew about it because I was younger. It didn't really play a real serious role until I'm 21 and I'm in this business, and now I'm going to certain events and my mother's there, and now we're partying together. And we're doing things, and I'm Little Crystal's son, and in time that became that's Rick's mother, as I was able to build my own name. But it was integral, and it put a name out there, and it was just so unique because you didn't really see too many people partying or hanging with their mother. Out and about and partaking in grown up things and doing different things. So it was definitely new. It was a little awkward in the beginning, but then it was like, wow, this is what it is. You know what I mean? So she definitely had a big influence on myself and my career.
All right. So as you talk about the past and moving to the future, like what is that next thing you want to do within the music industry? Like I know you're still running around with artists, and you're still servicing the records. But what is it the one thing that Rick wants to build? Like what do you want that Rick legacy to be?
Since I was around for the beginning of lifestyle marketing in the music business in these record companies starting in 05, 06, and it started with us, with Pecos and myself and our staff over at Def Jam at the time. To be a person that's associated with the lifestyle and the branding of these artists, really at an integral level, is a good legacy to have. It's something that I'm really, really passionate about. And I just want, when you think about lifestyle marketing and you think about the impact that it's had on the business, I want to be one of those names that comes up when you think about that.
So you want to be in the talks of the Steve Stouts and
that's right,
in the Rock Nation management.
And Steve Stout is another person I could have mentioned earlier because I definitely watched his grind and his work and all the different things he's done and what he's turned it into now, and it's really fascinating and phenomenal.
So would you ever want to do an artist from ground up? Would you want to build an artist these days? Since like I said, it seems a little bit easier to do such, and you have so much knowledge of the past and the present.
Yes and no. Yes, because I say it like that. Yes and no because you want it. It almost means more, and you feel it much more when you got it from the very, very beginning, as opposed to grabbing someone that is somewhat established and then taking it from there. Now, granted, you get to a point where that's a little bit less work. You got a little bit of foundation to build on with somebody that has a little bit going on behind them, where you can take it and go, whereas you're taking something and literally starting from its embryo stages and growing it. So, there's positives in both. There's positives in both, and I like both. I can't really say I have a preference either way, but however, every situation is different, and wherever that artist is, I think if you hear something, you could determine, well, you know what, this is worth it. This is worth me putting this time and using my relationships to get this person where he or she needs to be.
Right. So final question, man, before we get up out of here. Do you feel like Atlanta is going to be the end-all, be-all for you, or you feel like you might go back to New York or even LA? I mean, because I feel like the business is going to move again at some point in time. So
if I leave Atlanta, and there's a possibility that can happen, it's 50-50, it would definitely be to Los Angeles. No question about it. I was able to make my career in New York and to establish a lot of things here in Atlanta. New York will always be home to me.
Gotcha.
Born and raised, it's in me. But where I'm at mentally, if it's not Atlanta, Georgia, it'll be Los Angeles, California.
All right, man. Well, I know me and you could talk for hours about all of this. And I definitely have to, bring you back. And I definitely appreciate you coming out, being the first video interview too. So,
man,
me personally working out the jitters, all of this and all of that, man. So I definitely appreciate that. But as always, it's 2021. So you got to tell people where they can find you and all that good stuff and how to get in contact.
Man, definitely. I mean, it's not too hard to find me. You can find me on Instagram, Rick the Negotiator, RickDaNegotiator. And you can reach me via email, rick1314@gmail.com. I'm always available and accessible. And I'm always looking for the next big thing, always looking to work.
All right, man. There you have it, man. Sincerely Fitted, Ill Donuts Radio. We out of here, man. We good? Clear?